All right, so I had some Jason's Deli, so I'm gonna cutting Taco Bell. No more Taco Bell. Really no more fast food at all. So it's gonna be a challenge. I will allow myself a salad bar at Jason's Deli. And then of course Linda's home cooking. Sometimes she buys those pizzas and stuff, but I have to do what I have to do. I'm gonna try to at least get as close as I can back to 190 as I can. I'm 6 foot, so that's about okay. Might be able to do it. I don't know if I will by summer or not. What jogging helps is that you commit to yourself a certain amount of time in jogging. So let's say you do 6 miles and you commit yourself to walking and jogging for at least an hour over a 6 mile area or whatever you choose. What that teaches you is that you're willing to go through a certain amount of pain, and you're thinking about the food that you ate as you're going through these jogs and stuff. So it helps in that aspect. It helps you before you sit down and throw some Taco Bell in your mouth. You know that you went on that 6 mile jog or the 10 mile, whatever, and you know that requires energy and discipline, and you think of those things as you're eating. It's also good because you get your heart rate going and your breath, and you burn calories. But usually on a 6 mile jog, you only burn maybe 3. If you really work hard, maybe 400 calories, which isn't a whole lot of burning calories. You probably burn more in your sleep. So really, when it boils down to weight loss, or when it boils down to weight loss, it boils down to what you eat. It's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I do.
I don't go here a lot, and we don't really stop into Buc-ee's a whole lot since I'm dieting. We'll see less of fast food and Buc-ee's and all that fun stuff, but it is fun. And this is a pretty big Buc-ee's in Denton County. That's where I graduated college. They didn't have the Buc-ee's when I graduated college, though. They didn't have it.
Aww.
How many you want to count? How many stalls?
110 is normal.
110.
From what I remember.
It's a lot. All the way from there, way over there. And there's their sign. Good old Buc-ee's. You can't get a hot dog, though. You can't get a hot dog now. Now calm down. They don't have hot dogs, but they do have sausage and barbecue. You can get a chuck sandwich, chuck beef sandwich. Get yourself a pulled pork sandwich. Get yourself some
I want some jerky.
turkey barbecue sandwich.
I want jerky. Beef jerky.
All kinds of beef jerky. Everything from turkey jerky, chicken jerky. Maybe even a little bit of moose jerky in there. It could be. All different types of jerky and chips. You got different types of Buc-ee chips. What's your favorite Buc-ee chip? Got Buc-ee nuggets. Get yourself some Buc-ee nuggets. Big old drink for under $1. I mean, a big old drink. Used to put Diet Mountain Dew in it back in the day. Stay awake. And I was working the Speedway. But this is on the other side. This is Denton on the other side. And they got real good stuff. All kinds of good chips and barbecue. You can buy batteries and hunting supplies. Probably a house, a little mini house. Little hunting house. Little tent. You can get a tent. All kinds of Buc-ee tents. And a little above ground Buc-ee pool. I like their deer blinds. They're real nice. Real nice deer blinds. Get a little space heater in there, camouflage, and fox pee. Get yourself a doe or a buck. And Yeah. Don't forget about Buc-ee's. We're headed back to good old Fort of the Worth. It's real nice. It's real pretty. Real pretty. Prettier than a kitty. A mighty forest is our God, a bulwark never fading. Good old song about how Jesus Christ is a mighty fortress, the bulwark never fading. The mighty forest is our God, a bulwark never fading. Works country or British. A mighty fortress is our God, a bulwark never fading. Works either way, doesn't it now? It works either way now, doesn't it? Either way you want it to start working. Works either way. Headed back. Here's ducks and boats. And sailboats right over that way with fish. Did you find it, sweetie?
Get that shit out of my face.
As you can see right now, Linda's taking a nap. As you can see, I'm in Irving, and I'm eating gas, so I'm going to coast in to HEB area by just kind of keeping it steady on about 60. That's showing I got 16 miles left, and I'm trying to get somewhere over here in this area. Just kind of coast in and stop at a 7-Eleven. Just stay in the middle lane to coast. That way I don't have to do a lot of maneuvering for the new arrivals on the side here. And I won't have to keep up with the fast-paced people right here to the left. So I just coasted in right here. Terrence Malick Tree of Lifestyle. Well, it's about 5:03. We're hoping maybe a plane might fly overhead. We're by DFW Airport. We're still coasting. About 13 miles now left on it. And listening to The Smile, which is a great band that once was Radiohead, now it's The Smile. Hope Sun Kill Moon likes them. And I don't know the name of the song, I don't remember it, but it goes it's got a bass line. Kinda. But their band's called The Smile. It's got Tom York. He doesn't move around as much. It's mostly music. He does kind of funk. He might, like at a concert, he's trying. He's doing good. He's working. you know. He's a rock star, you know. He's got a lot of bass lines to come up with, and songs where he's singing one note for a long time about, I don't know, love or fire or something, you know, or both. Fire's in it though. The song, the word fire is in it, so I remember that part. Booty bump, booty bump, booty booty bump, booty bump, booty bump, booty beady bump, booty bump, beady beady bump, beady beady bump, beady beady bump, beady bump, booty bop, booty beady bump, booty bop, booty beady bump, beady bop, booty booty bump, beady beady bump, beady beady bump, beady bop, booty bump, beady bop, booty booty bump, beady bop, booty beady bump, beady beady bump, beady bump. Beady bump, beady bop, booty beep, booty beady. Another part in the bass. Booty bop, beady beep, booty beady bump. Dun dun dun, booty bop, beady beep, booty bump. Dun dun dun, beady bop, beady beep, booty booty bump. Beady beady bump, beady beady bump. Beady bop, beady bump, dun dun dun, booty bump. Beady bop, dun dun dun, beady dun, beady dun 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 dun, beady dun, beady dun, diddy dun, diddy dun dun. Yeah, kind of got it from the Smile. They used to be a Radiohead, now they're the Smile.
Oh, kind of hot here outside.
I understand that. Beady bop, beady bop, beady beady bop, beady bop, beady bop, beady beady bop, beady bop, beady bop, beady beady bop, bum bum bop, bum bum bop. Ba 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 ba. The guitar part's cool too. That was just the bass. Well, I'm still listening to the Smile. I know he says, I said, the fire. Anyway, you gotta listen to it. Sorry, I'm getting better though. I'm getting got some salad in me, and then we're gonna coast on in. We got 11, a little bit of traffic ahead. Probably just coast in on Glade, no panic. And we'll do some refill and head on back to drop the food at your doorstep. Well, there's a 7-Eleven, and we're at 9 miles, you can see right here. So we did pretty good, you know. And just in case people don't understand my rhythm, the Smile song is called The Smoke. And it's pretty trippy. It kind of restores my love for Radiohead, which I always liked them in Rainbow. So I don't know. I'm gonna say Rainbow. I'm gonna say Radiohead's one of my favorite bands now. So some bands talking smack about them, but we made it. There at 9. All right, just straight up gas. So I already got like some water and a little bit of lemonade at Jason's Deli. So we're gonna be cutting back, and so we got to have a lot of fun with hot dogs and Taco Bell. Now it's payback time, because I got to go back and lose some weight. So you know, these things can be joyful too, because you start to feel better, you start to feel healthier. Sometimes you get better sleep at night. I think you do, but you do start feeling a little weak, you know. So I've done this a lot of times. I'm a kind of yo-yoer. Go one way, you go the other. One way and the other. One way and the other. Finally, one day, you figure it out. But we are going to take it. All right, we are going to take it slow. You know, a lot of times I do what's called a crash diet. We're not going to do that. We're not trying any kind of crash diet, but we are going to have more salads. We're avoiding Taco Bell altogether, so no Taco Bell. I'm putting my foot down on certain stuff, so there'll be no like going to Whataburger, getting a burger and a malt or shake, none of that, no. But I've lived this lifestyle both ways. I've been real skinny, and I've been bigger than I am now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably pushing maybe like 220 something maybe. I don't know, because my scale's off. Seriously, my scale's jacked up. But this is a time when you get kind of spiritual. You get into music. You know, you get into the really art kind of thing, because your mind craves the feelings of that hot dog or the Italian food or whatever it is that you used, you know, to basically get fat, you know. So I knew it was coming. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest with you guys, and I'm watching a little less Adam the Woo. So Adam, he likes to have his hot dogs, and I knew this was going to come, and you know, I knew this was going to be a thing, and I considered maybe unsubscribing, but then I said, no, I'm not going to do that, you know, because I know Adam's been on some diets, so I'm not going to just unfriend and unsubscribe like I have on Facebook. Reason I do that on Facebook is because Facebook is a little different than YouTube. YouTube, there's a lot of art on YouTube, and I know Adam's an artist at heart, so I'm not going to be watching him as much, because, well, when you watch someone eat a chili cheese dog, you might want to think, what would that be like if I went out to Sonic or something like that and got a chili cheese dog? So we're not going to be doing that, but we're going to have to find new and inventive ways to lose weight. And you know, I do have the staircases and stuff that I have to climb. Occasionally I do a roadie where I have to pick up 40 pounds and, you know, and load that and unload the 40 pounds, or sometimes 120 when it adds up. You know, like the other day I did a roadie where there were 3 packages that were 40 pounds. I noticed that my body is actually already kind of doing this, you know. I did get the sniffles for a couple of days, and your body kind of is telling you, you know, to slow down, and so you want to listen to your body, you know. So we're gonna do salads. We're gonna go for the healthy choice. Like, for example, I'll be honest, what's in this is mostly water. I got water and a little bit, like a little touch of lemonade in it. It's a lot of taste stuff, you know, like you get that diet drink, you know, that taste. And I'm gonna try to avoid even Coke Zero, all right? Because, and even Diet Mountain Dew. I'm gonna, if I say I'm gonna have it occasionally, then I know how I am. So we're gonna go more like diet vitamin water, all kinds of stuff. You know, we're gonna try and it's always an adventure, the diet and the lower. Now, I don't see myself as a big boy, you know. I just don't. When I was coming out of high school, I was probably like maybe 160, 170, something like that. In college, I was mostly between 160, 170. Sometimes I'd get down to 147 in college, because I'd get them jogging around and not eating, and, you know, kind of losing weight and things like that. Just so that I could go and get some dates. You know, I like to eat dates. Now that's a pretty good snack to have, because it's not a bad sugar. It's a fruit sugar. It's called a date, like a palm date, or little black grape looking things. That you can have, you know, not a whole lot. Now, there's different fad diets. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to stick to more like salads. I'm going to have to lower my protein, and you know, no big T-bone steaks. We're about to go to Cheesecake Factory, and that's mostly going to be for Linda, and so Linda's going to be able to get her cheesecake and hamburger, and I'm just going to watch and get a small salad and tell her no. She's going, oh, come on, have a bite, and I'll have a little bite. But it's mostly going to be for her birthday coming up. And I'll, you know, you got to be like, now at the time to be giving, and where you're like, no, you can eat some, and I'm okay. I'll just have some of the salad. It'll be that for a year or so, and we'll see. And I'll keep in touch with you, because I got my scale kind of back working, so I put my scale back back in gear. And, you know, this is a lot of time of meditation. I'll be also finishing up Escape from Maine. I'll have to focus a little harder, but I'm trying to minimize on that movie, so there's a minimal aspect to the movie. There's a lot you can say with symbolism and minimal words. There are words in it, though, but there's a lot you can say in a scene where there's minimal. So we'll try to go there. We're going to see how my behavior changes because I'm refraining from cookies and hot dogs and all the good stuff, you know, all the good stuff that all the church people like to go to church and eat their hot dogs and talk about Walt Disney World and all that fun stuff. I don't dislike it, but I'm going to have to refrain from it because my body needs a break, you know. And these are kind of some of the things that you know, when you're becoming a father, and your wife is preggo and you're like, oh, I want some of the chili dog and blah, blah, you know. It's fun, and then all of a sudden you weigh almost as much as, or even more than your wife, which you probably should anyway, but even though she's preggo, and you're about as big as her, you know. And that happened to me. It did. My first child, I gained quite a bit of weight, and my second child, it wasn't much better. And then we waited a couple of years, and my third child, a little bit of weight, you know. I was getting used to it. I don't know, you know, I see some of my ministry, or my Baptist friends that do, their wives have children and they don't gain weight and they look as skinny as they did in high school or college. And I don't know. It's a mystery to me. I don't ask them about it, but I'm sure they pray and, you know, and they figure out how to do that. Sometimes God shows you how to find a balance. And it's a big part of Christianity too. You know, being disciplined and learning self-control. So those are the paths we're going to be going on next, and I hope you want to join us, and I hope Linda follows along too. We got her down roughly 6 beers a day, which is really good because
Cole.
I know when I met her she was doing 15.
Cole.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just being honest. And we got her. Okay, we got her down to.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Just. Okay.
No.
And while I do all this, I will also do it with a new hairstyle. It's a new way of being, you know. It's like, whoa, Cole, I like the new hair. Thanks. It covers one of my eyes. It's symbolic for going one way. I'm putting it in my mouth too. Really, to listen to the smile, you want to go to tiny music, or whatever it's called, the office music they do, NPR, yes. I guess they call it tiny desk, the tiny desk music, and the NPR, to listen to The Smile, which came out a couple of months ago, I believe. And it's very exciting to see NPR come back, bringing in the musicians, because they didn't once Corona showed its ugly head. They did a home version of Tiny Desk. Now they brought it back into the office, and they're doing it, you know. So you can get on NPR if you're a rock star. Rock and roll. There's Fort Worth. Yeah, the first song on the NPR disc with the smile is very, very good. It's dun 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 dun. It's a really good one. They're like almost jazzy. Wake up from a minute ago. They're like jazzy music, you know, just being jazzy. All jazz kind of music with some lyrics that's Fort Worth. Down dee doom doom, 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 down dee doom doom. What's gonna do? Go rock and roll? Fakey rock? Hand plant to fakey rock, disaster out. Into disaster. Back, just full on backside air. Backside gate twist. Front side. Hand plant. Holding it a little bit longer. I know it's tough. And then back in. Very good. Now in front of the building.